Yo, what is up guys? I'm here hitting you up with a new video. First of all, thank you for the love and support on the last video. You guys are absolutely amazing. And since a couple of my subscribers asked me on how to support me, this is the way on how you can support me in general, since I do not monetize my YouTube videos. And here's the proof. In 13 years of having that account, I made exactly zero. So support your boy over here. And hey, if you're new to this channel, subscribe. I basically upload every single day. Now, we are back with Power of Destruction, what I promised you guys, making an advanced guide on how to improve your score, being competitive in POD overall. I made a basic beginner guide a couple of weeks ago when this game started out. I might put it up here somewhere. But today I wanted to show you how you can get crazy scores, and especially now since we have the water element, which is the one where you get the highest score possible right now. And since it is a weekly thing, because water is on every Tuesday. I bet most of y'all didn't even know that there is a strategy tab when it comes to Power of Destruction and a couple of other content. You can actually read here that as soon as you break both arms of the dragon, second, you can target the enemy's head when it enters the break state. This makes now Pulverize a very strong blessing stone for POD, because you will always break the arms and then go straight for the head, and this one gives you 80% damage increase. Now, when it comes to the build in general for the water dungeon specifically, you're going with the full water team, Alessio Fisher, the Holy Water Trinity. And for Jinwoo, we are going with the Thief's Grimoire and with the Plum. And when it comes to your shadows, that's something you have to decide for yourself. I personally like having Igris because more crit rate means more crits, more crit damage, everything and so forth. Second is Tusk, and the third option is Iron, because I just like having that extra 15% defense break when I go into these battles. Here, this is the gear I am currently using, giving you a little bit of insight here as well. Obviously, if you have a burning sets available, go use them because they give you way higher stats overall. Let's say you're not going to use a burning set. You can also just go with a aqua set, full aqua set with destroyer set to just push the power acquisition rate of all your teammates. Actually, for Seer, really doesn't matter. Seer, you can use whatever, to be honest, very distant, whatever it is. And now the interesting part is when it comes to Alicia, Cha, and Bora. In Power of Destruction, those three units, if you have it, go give them a expert set, because in Power of Destruction they are on the field the entire 4 minutes, so they can, if they have high crit rate, they can ramp up a lot of expert beast stacks, same as Jinwoo, and they will deal a lot of extra damage. Now, because I'm lazy, I'm not going to equip it and stick with what I have, but letting you know you can do that too, further increase the damage output. Now, when it comes to the skills we're going to use double-edged sword, because I have it, the purple version gives me an extra 12% attack. Weakness detection for water weakness is self-explanatory. Reawakening as per usual, and now Pulverize. As we know now, the head is the break state, so Pulverize gives us an additional 18% damage. Now, when it comes to the skills overall, multi-strike water is what I always like to see. I wish I had a purple version, but you know, it is what it is, so I'm going to use it. The reason I like using it is because of the fact that it has a 10-second cooldown. And the second skill I always love to use, doesn't matter what element we have, Crushing Ball Fire, the Ascension Break, because that one charges my power gauge by 20% and decreases the cooldown of my old skill by 20%. But since I like to experiment in POD, instead of the Crushing Blow Fire, we are going to use Vertical Arts, the water version, because it increases the damage dealt to targets in break state by 150%. So once the head is down, this should deal a lot of damage. This time it's a first for me, not going for the Crushing Blow Fire. This is the setup we're going to use. Let's jump right into it. So what I like to do here is I'm going to the left arm usually when I start things off, and then use my Plum, because the reason I like using Plum in this situation is to boost my damage overall, and then I switch the arms because... Oh, and we can use this phase here. See, Shadow Step it in. You can use, when he's doing that wave attack on the ground, you can use that actually to get a shadow step off against the dragon. And so you can switch targets. What I also like to do is helping out my teammates. When I do this, and now I'm running back, let him attack the ground and then dodge. Okay, it was too slow this time, but per usual, you can use that window to actually get a shadow step off, and then you can get a 60% defense break on the dragon's head. Now we are at a score of 90 million after a minute. So what you can do here is you can actually dodge into an arm to get a shadow step off. Do that, do a little bit of attacks. And I always like to see, okay, how much time is left on my shadow step. If I can, if it's possible for me to get just the shadow step off at the right time to hit the head with it to get more damage. So what we're going to do is we're doing the exact same thing. There's only one arm left, so we run away. And sometimes if you're at the far back, you can get away with using the shadow step on the head. But if you're too slow, as you were able to see here, was a little bit rough. And now he's doing one more attack. And we switch targets to the different arm, get a shadow step here off, switch to the arm again. I just like doing that. And then use the ult skill. Switching arms always increases the damage output on both arms when you use the ult. And then we break the dragon again. He's already down. We do plum, buff up things. And then we're going to use the grimoire. This is the actual rotation. Plum first, and then go with the book to increase the damage output of the grimoire. Here in this phase, you just want to use your standard basic attack to get your mana back. There we go. I think he shouldn't fly up. We were pretty fast. And I like this here in this situation because he's going to attack here in this phase. I'm not going to actually use my shadow step here, even if I could have, because there was the chance for me to get the shadow step on the head. We're no spamming. Use the ult so we can get it one more time available for like around the end. And then we attack again. Use the vertical arts. Then I like to use a shadow step here. And we broke him again. Because Alicia is just such a powerhouse in this one. So we have the plum buffing us up. The book. Now the vertical arts. And then we are going to use the multi-strike. He's about to die again. And this is where I want. Come on. Can I get it? I hope it worked. Not sure. Nah. Was tough. Wasn't an easy one. But hey. This is how it sometimes is, right? So we're going to use a shadow step here. You know what? I don't care too much. And then we have more damage coming out. And we have one more ult we can throw out in this phase. Now we just attack with the couple of seconds left. And we got 437 million. Let's use that one. Put it down. And we do it a second time with the other team. Now, when it comes to the second team, I always like to use this combination of Charm, Min, and Bora. Overall, this is for the water rotation. What we're going to use now. Char is a little bit unreliable because of her ult skill. Her ult skill it misses a lot in general, but still her debuff with the branding effect to increase the crit rate and crit damage helps us out in this battle a lot. And when you're going to use Bora, just give her Alicia's weapon just as a stat stick. You don't really need her exclusive weapon. You can also just go with Alicia's weapon, for example. For the builds, oh, I actually need to change that real quick. We are using one-hit kill set on Shaw with a champion set. Standard stuff with Min. With Bora, we are going with the Destroyer very distant set. As I said, the ideal way for POD is going with an expert set, beast set on Shaw and Bora. But because I'm lazy, I'm not going to do that and use very distant and champion set. With the expert set, you will get more damage though. Because the other one with the water team is a little bit hectic, what I want to show you is what you can do is you can go to the left arm, get the shadow step ready, switch to the different arm, and then use your skills here to help your party out with the damage. Because if you just tackle it with both, with your party together, you have an absolute easier time destroying both arms. Now we're going to get the plum off, use the book, use the vertical arts, use the multi-strike, and then we're going to get the shadow step off, switch to the other arm, run over, shadow step again, and then use our skills. And here we go. Run away. Dash into it. And let's get plum off. Do this one. Use our attacks. Use that. And the dragon is down. Use the Grim again, stacking up all the debuffs. Might as well use the ult to get more damage out, since we have him in the break state with all the debuffs except for the katana buff. Now we have about 30 seconds left before he's spawning the big guy. We dodge. Okay, we know 7 seconds are left before our shadow step is ready. Let's try to actually... So we're running, and see... Nope, we didn't get it. But you know what? This is how life works. We cannot get a shadow step all the time ready for this. So we're going to use our skills here just to make the most out of it before he's spawning the golem. So we use the basic attack to recover our mana. So what you will notice, once Bora is landing her debuff, the golem is dying immediately. As soon as that 15% damage taken landed on the golem, he's just disappearing from existence. Don't ask me why, but for some reason it is how it is. You don't need a break if you have Bora. Let's get a dodge. Oh, this might be it. This might be it. Yes, we got it. The shadow step is available. Let's tackle this dude, get our damage, use this and use that. This is now maximum damage output, obviously. When you can hit the head with the shadow step, you can easily delete him, rush in, switch to the other arm because our teammates are attacking that one, and we just wanna really try to get those arms down as fast as we can. Cast the Shadow Army for Iron, for the defense break, use the book, now use vertical arts, then use the multi-strike because of the effect of the Grim. Dodge into this one, get a shadow step out, and then we just keep attacking. We can already switch to the other arm. Okay, I'm missing a little bit here. And you basically repeat this cycle. Let's see if we can get one more shadow step off. I might be too greedy here because we're not getting much off. Yeah, but that's for that. 180. I believe we can play this part a lot better and can easily hit over 200 million in score. And if you do the little bit of fine-tuning with the expert sets and stuff like that, you can even reach up to 300 million. But we will lock that one down. This is already enough to secure the rank 1 spot. As I said, use expert if you really wanna min max. Oh yeah, and this is now a personal best for me, 620 million. And that's it for today's videos, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And see you with the next one. Deuces.